Welcome to Lesson 5 of How to Use ChatGPT. In this lesson, we will explore the techniques for enhancing responses with user instructions, specifically focusing on specifying the desired response format. We will learn the techniques for enhancing responses with user instructions, focusing on requesting clarification or elaboration. Sometimes, the responses generated by ChatGPT may lack clarity or require further details. The goal of this lesson is to help you understand how to provide explicit guidance effectively, ensuring that ChatGPT generates responses that meet your specific requirements. By providing clear instructions, you can shape the format and structure of the responses generated by ChatGPT to meet your specific requirements. Understanding how to effectively specify the desired response format allows you to enhance the quality and usefulness of the interactions with ChatGPT. Importance of specifying desired response format. In interactions with ChatGPT, users have the ability to provide specific instructions to shape the model's responses. One important aspect of these instructions is specifying the desired response format. By doing so, users can exert control over how the information generated by ChatGPT is presented. Specifying the desired response format allows users to tailor the presentation of information according to their preferences and needs. For example, users can request responses to be organized in bullet points, lists, paragraphs, or other structured formats. This makes the information more digestible and easier to comprehend. Moreover, specifying the desired response format helps in achieving clear and structured conversations. It ensures that the information provided by ChatGPT is presented in a cohesive manner, facilitating better understanding and communication between the user and the model. Exploring techniques for specifying the desired response format empowers users to optimize their interactions with ChatGPT and obtain responses that are more aligned with their requirements. By mastering these techniques, users can enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of their conversations with the model, ultimately improving their overall experience. 1. Requesting a list. If you want ChatGPT to provide a list of items or recommendations, you can explicitly request it in your user instructions. For example, user message, "Can you give me a list of top-rated movies from the past decade?" By specifying the desired format in the user message, ChatGPT understands that it should generate a response in the form of a list. The resulting response might be ChatGPT response. Sure, here is a list of top-rated movies from the past decade. 1. Movie 1, 2, Movie 2, 3, Movie 3. By explicitly requesting a list, you can obtain a structured and organized response. 2. Seeking a step-by-step guide. When you need a step-by-step guide or instructions, you can provide clear instructions in your user message. For example, user message, "How can I bake a chocolate cake?" By specifying that you need a step-by-step guide, ChatGPT can respond accordingly. ChatGPT response. To bake a chocolate cake, follow these steps. Preheat the oven to 350 F. Mix the dry ingredients in a bowl. Beat the eggs and sugar in a separate bowl. Combine the dry and wet ingredients. Pour the batter into a greased baking pan. Bake for 30-35 minutes. Let it cool before serving. Enjoy your homemade chocolate cake. By providing specific instructions, you can receive a detailed guide to follow. 3. Formatting options. You can also specify the desired formatting options for the response, such as bullet points, numbered lists, or paragraphs. For example, user message, "Can you summarize the key points of the article in bullet points?" By requesting bullet points in the user message, ChatGPT can structure the response accordingly. ChatGPT response. Sure, here are the key points of the article in bullet points. Point 1, point 2, point 3. By providing formatting instructions, you can obtain a response that is easier to scan and understand. Tips for specifying desired response format. Here are some tips and techniques to help you effectively specify the desired response format. 1. Be clear and specific. Ensure that your user instructions clearly convey the desired format. Use explicit terms like list, step-by-step guide, or bullet points to avoid ambiguity. 2. Use keywords and phrases. Incorporate specific keywords or phrases in your user instructions to signal the desired response format. For example, provide a list of "give me step-by-step instructions" or "summarize in bullet points." 3. Experiment and iterate. The response format may require some experimentation and iteration. Test different instructions and evaluate the responses to refine the desired format. 4. Combine with system messages. Consider using system messages to provide an overarching instruction for the entire conversation. System messages have a significant influence on the model's behavior and can guide the response format throughout the interaction. Enhancing responses with user instructions. Requesting clarification or elaboration. By providing specific instructions to seek clarification or elaboration, you can ensure more precise and informative responses. The goal of this lesson is to help you understand how to request clarification or elaboration effectively, improving the quality and relevance of the interactions with ChatGPT. Importance of requesting clarification or elaboration. In interactions with ChatGPT, it's important to recognize that the model may sometimes produce responses that are unclear or insufficiently detailed to address the user's query adequately. This can occur due to the complexity of the input or limitations in the model's understanding. To address this challenge, it's beneficial for users to learn how to request clarification or elaboration from ChatGPT. By doing so, users can prompt the model to provide more precise, comprehensive, and contextually relevant responses. Requesting clarification or elaboration not only helps to refine the information provided by ChatGPT, but also enhances the overall quality of the conversation. It ensures that the user's queries are fully understood and addressed, leading to more meaningful and satisfying interactions. Exploring techniques for requesting clarification or elaboration empowers users to effectively navigate conversations with ChatGPT and obtain the information they need with greater accuracy and clarity. By mastering these techniques, users can optimize their interactions with the model and maximize the utility of ChatGPT for various tasks and purposes. Importance of specifying desired response format. 1. Seek clarification. When the response from ChatGPT is ambiguous or unclear, you can request clarification by explicitly mentioning it in your user instructions. For example, user message: "I'm not sure I understand. Can you clarify what you mean by X?" By seeking clarification, you prompt ChatGPT to provide a more specific explanation or further details regarding the mentioned topic. This helps to address any ambiguity and ensures a clearer response. 2. Ask for elaboration. If ChatGPT generates a response that seems incomplete or lacks necessary details, you can request elaboration in your user instructions. For example, user message: "Could you please elaborate on the steps involved in X?" By asking for elaboration, you guide ChatGPT to provide additional information or a more detailed explanation of the mentioned steps or topic. This helps to enrich the response with the desired level of detail. 3. Provide specific context. To receive a more relevant and accurate response, you can provide specific context in your user instructions. This helps ChatGPT to understand the context better and generate a response that aligns with your specific requirements. For example, user message: "Considering the context of Y, what would be the most appropriate solution?" By providing specific context, you guide ChatGPT to consider the given information and generate a response that takes the context into account. This results in a more tailored and relevant answer. Tips for requesting clarification or elaboration. Here are some tips and techniques to help you effectively request clarification or elaboration from ChatGPT. 1. Be explicit. Clearly state your request for clarification or elaboration in your user instructions. Use phrases like, "Can you clarify?" "Please provide more details on," or "Could you elaborate on?" 2. Mention the specific topic or concern. Highlight the specific area or topic that requires clarification or elaboration. This helps ChatGPT understand what aspect of the response needs to be addressed. 3. Use system messages. Consider using system messages to guide the overall conversation. You can use a system message to emphasize the need for clarification or elaboration, setting the expectation for the subsequent responses. 4. Providing context. When requesting clarification or elaboration, provide relevant context to help ChatGPT understand the specific information you are seeking. This ensures a more focused and accurate response. Providing explicit guidance for generating responses. By giving specific instructions, you can guide ChatGPT to generate responses that align with your desired outcome, making the interactions more meaningful and relevant. Importance of providing explicit guidance. While ChatGPT is capable of generating responses, providing explicit guidance helps the model understand your expectations better. By giving specific instructions, you can influence the tone, style, level of detail, or even the content of the response. This allows you to shape the conversation according to your needs. Let's explore some techniques for providing explicit guidance. 1. Set the tone. If you have a specific tone in mind for the conversation, you can provide explicit guidance to ChatGPT. For example, user message. Please provide a lighthearted response to this question. By setting the tone in your user instructions, you guide ChatGPT to generate a response that matches the desired tone. This helps create a more engaging and enjoyable conversation. 2. Specify the level of detail. If you need a response with a specific level of detail, you can explicitly mention it in your user instructions. For example, user message. I'm looking for a concise answer with the key points. By specifying the desired level of detail, ChatGPT understands that it should provide a more summarized response, focusing on the essential information. This helps you obtain more succinct and to-the-point answers. 3. Guide the content. If you want ChatGPT to focus on specific aspects or provide information on a particular topic, you can provide explicit guidance in your user instructions. For example, user message. Please provide examples to support your answer. By requesting examples, ChatGPT knows that it should include relevant examples in its response. This helps you get more illustrative and informative answers. 4. Use system messages. Consider using system messages to provide overarching instructions for the conversation. System messages have a significant influence on the model's behavior and can guide the responses throughout the interaction. For example, system message. For this conversation, please prioritize providing detailed explanations. By using a system message, you can set the expectation for the subsequent responses and guide the level of detail or depth in the conversation. Tips for providing explicit guidance. Here are some tips and techniques to help you effectively provide explicit guidance for generating responses. 1. Be clear and specific. Ensure that your instructions clearly convey your expectations. Use explicit terms like lighthearted, concise, examples, or detailed explanations to guide ChatGPT accurately. 2. Use keywords and phrases. Incorporate specific keywords or phrases in your user instructions to signal the desired response attributes. For example, please provide a detailed response, include relevant examples, or summarize the key points. 3. Experiment and iterate. The desired response may require some experimentation and iteration. Test different instructions and evaluate the responses to refine the explicit guidance. 4. Consider context. Take the context into account when providing explicit guidance. Consider the previous messages or user instructions to ensure that your guidance aligns with the ongoing conversation. In this lesson, we explored the techniques for specifying the desired response format when interacting with ChatGPT. By requesting lists, step-by-step guides, or specific formatting options, you can shape the structure and organization of the responses. Learned how to enhance responses with user instructions by providing explicit guidance. By setting the tone, specifying the level of detail, guiding the content, and using system messages, you can influence the responses generated by ChatGPT to meet your specific requirements. Remember to be clear and specific in your instructions. Use keywords and phrases to convey the desired attributes. Experiment and iterate, and consider the context to ensure relevant and tailored responses.